Welcome to Full Discourse. I'm Josh Elkin, and today I'm with Hana Liu. But before we get into anything, we took a bit of a hiatus, but we are back. Bit of a new set, new face, new season. We have new guests. So make sure that you hit subscribe so you never miss another episode, and leave some comments, leave some reviews, go back and watch the old episodes, leave some comments on those, but only if they're good. Only if they're nice and kind, because I don't want you to leave bad reviews and mean reviews because it's going to hurt my ego. And that's not nice. Okay? Let's get into today's episode, shall we? In today's episode, I'm introducing a co-host, a very good friend of mine. Her name is Hana Liu. You can expect to see her here often as we talk about all things food, really whatever we want, because I felt like I needed to bring someone on, especially a good friend like Hana, to expose and explain a little bit more about my life outside the podcast. And who better to do that than someone I spend a lot of time with? We go for dinners, we drink a lot together. So welcome to the pod, Hana.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah. We drink a lot. We talk about sneakers. We talk about food. I upload his recipes to his website, so I see all of your comments. And it's really lovely being here.
It's funny, you also work for me.
I know. But do I?
Not really.
It's more like I work with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good correction.
Thank you.
Hana and I met a few years ago at a restaurant. I actually thought you hated me when we first met. You were kind of you were kind of stern.
No, I wasn't. I was quiet.
I don't know. You were kind of.
I was observant.
You were definitely observant. We met at a restaurant here in LA called Mini Kebab.
So fun.
By the way.
Delicious.
Amazing restaurant.
Armin's incredible.
Great restaurant. We were given this insane platter of food: chicken, lamb, beef. That lamb was so good.
Eggplant caviar.
Yeah. First time I ever had apple flavored soda.
Pear.
Excuse me.
It's so good.
See, that's why she's here. She's
Pear.
Checking me.
It was so good.
On my stupidity.
No. He's not stupid all the time, I promise.
Just sometimes. So we met there with two of our other friends, and we struck up a friendship. That was the first time we met. And it was actually it was like one of my first times meeting Adam also.
Really?
Yeah.
Adam is Rick Locks.
Adam is Rick Locks. He's a food reviewer. We might have him on the podcast one day. We kind of created like a team, a crew of like-minded people where we just love going out to eat. We love eating food. And I think pretty consistently we've been hanging out. We've been going for dinners and stuff like that. Events. So when I realized that, Full Discourse is cool. It's fun to have guests on. It's fun to talk about their lives, but I realized that I kind of want to show a little bit more of my life, and that's where we discussed having you on.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so
that's great. I love looking into his life every now and then.
Staring into my soul.
Staring in, looking at Getty images of you, going, gorgeous.
Stop it.
Fun fact, he was an Axe model in 2017.
That's the first and last time you're allowed to bring that up.
He has a beautiful hair. Full head of hair. We love that.
Do you ever look at that picture and you're like, dude, your hair was like
a rooster? Yeah.
Yeah, I look like a rooster.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even the worst of it too.
Checking.
I started doing that hairstyle, with the pompadour, shaved on one side with a line. And it's just every time I did a haircut, it kept on progressively getting closer and closer to the center of my head.
Oh, weird.
It was bad. Let's talk a little bit about you before we talk a little bit about food.
Okay.
What's your life?
What's my life?
Yeah,
my life is
like?
Work. Today I'm working 3 jobs. This is one of them. Yes.
This is more of a conversation.
Okay, fine.
Come on.
We're just hanging out. But I also work at Anna Jack Thai. I work at Major Domo. And I also work on set. I do PA work for Kev on Stage. And basically anything, from reselling sneakers to reworking clothes and selling that. And the list goes on because I can't stop doing things. That's a problem. So I always am here for friends and go hey, what do you need? Yeah, I could do that. And I try to figure it out. There's some It's always me trying to like Tetris things, and I'm like, yeah.
You
this.
definitely like have a shitload of energy.
Yeah,
That's for
it's good.
sure.
No drugs needed. Just have energy.
So you are a hostess. You are
Reservationist. It's different. I'm not there to seat people.
Literally never heard the term reservationist.
Here we
I don't
go.
even think you're allowed to say that anymore.
First definition, reservationist.
I don't think you're allowed to say that.
Yes.
No.
Reservationists are never on the floor. They never seat people. Gracias Madre has like 3 reservationists on. They sit behind a desk. No one in the public eye sees them, and they're just answering phone calls, answering emails, getting people in.
Okay.
You stack the books. You answer the phones in the daytime. That's your job.
Fine.
Yeah.
I believe you. This is a good definition.
Thank you.
You are a sommelier.
Sommelier, yes.
At Major Domo, one of my favorite restaurants in Los Angeles.
So good. It's one of mine too.
Fun fact, Hannah tried to kill me once.
Always. He's allergic to nuts.
Tree nuts.
It wasn't me.
Tree nuts.
You had a server.
For lack of a better explanation, let's just say it was you.
Okay.
It wasn't actually her, but safe to say I'm still here. And you are also a model. You model a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
right?
That's true. I do model. I did some food modeling this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you
I forget. I wrote a fun little web series called Hand Jobs about hand modeling. And I know. It's
I like it. I like how you followed up
words.
about hand modeling. No, it's fine.
It's a play on words. Nothing sexual about it. You can see it. It's on YouTube.
I tenderized steak yesterday, and I was beating that meat like no tomorrow.
That is a little different, but yes, that's
quite literal.
He beats his meat for you guys, and I don't beat meat. This is where your hands are supposed to be aesthetic.
Okay.
So I do more like Equi. I like modeled their chips, and then with my hands.
Oh, the brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Equi. Food should taste good. What do they have? They have food. And then Shielded Beauty, which is a SPF skincare line. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
I think we became closer when we first met was because you were instantly, I realized instantly that you were down with kicks and sneakers.
Oh, yeah.
So that was cool. And yeah, it was always fun conversations. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're here, and let's jump into talk smack. Let's talk some smack. Let's talk some smack.
I came here to do some tea, actually.
Yeah,
let's
just
go.
Talk tea to what's the term?
Spill tea.
Spill tea. Thank you.
Okay, so Josh, tell us about this wedding you went to.
So I just got back from San Diego. It was a 3-day bender.
You always go on benders, though.
Don't
If you
project.
follow his stories, he's always like having a wild time in Miami, which like I didn't realize Miami has a culture, but we'll go back to that after this.
Don't project that
your
I have
benderisms.
Dependencies, okay? Everyone likes to have a good time. Okay? I wake up early, I go to sleep early, I work every day.
True.
It's important to release and have a good time.
At nighttime before you wake up in an hour.
I don't know. I sleep well. I sleep long. I went to San Diego for a wedding. It was awesome. It was a 3-day like kind of adventure, if you will. There was a yacht party. There was a pool party. There was a taco party. I used to think San Diego was like a clean.
I was thinking you were going to say that.
What?
Yeah, it's very clean.
I used to think that.
It's
definitely not clean.
Raunchy?
It's kind of gross. Not going to lie. At least where I was.
Like the streets were dirty or the people are weird?
I was walking on the street. The good thing was we stayed at this hotel.
Which district? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Not Little Italy. Okay.
It was near Little Italy. Like I was about 15 minutes from Little Italy. I actually really liked Little Italy.
I love it too. Yeah.
Everything was walkable. Like I parked my car and didn't touch it until I left. So one night we went out for dinner. Really good restaurant, Anime. You know, if you've heard of it. It was it's like Asian New American.
Okay.
Really good actually. Fried rice, crab fried rice.
Oh,
amazing.
So
Anyways,
good.
I digress. So from there we walked to a bar where there was a speakeasy, and on the way there, I'm walking,
yeah.
I'm walking, and I step and I feel squishiness, and I fucking stepped.
I hope it's human
shit, and I think it was human shit. And I was
Yeah.
so fucking pissed.
What shoes were you wearing?
Travis Scott's.
Oh, yeah. Well, like attracts like. I'm just saying.
Do
Oh,
you know how fucking mad I was? I was so mad. And the people I was with were like equally as pissed as I was.
I would have laughed. I would have been like, you
you're an
deserve
asshole,
that.
That's why. Because you're a dick. That's
I'd
why.
be like, you're going to make the speakeasy smell like trash.
We went to this bar. First of all, I couldn't get into the speakeasy. So we ended up staying at the bar.
It's usually like a refrigerator door, right? You just open a
It
refrigerator.
was actually, you know what it was? It was really cool. The door wasn't a refrigerator door. It was a wall of like kegs that you open up, which was really cool. It was called Neighborhood or something like that.
Not strong enough to open that. Got it.
Me? You're such a... But I was with a crew of people. Most of us are in food, and one of the guys was a bartender, and he made us drink this like digestif, which was quite
Chinar?
literally the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted in my entire life. It tasted like homemade Jägermeister without the sweetness, if you can picture that.
Braulio?
It came in like
my God, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes. Those are disgusting.
It came in like a long brown glass bottle with like a paper on it.
Yes.
It was fucking disgusting.
What are those called? My friend brought that after work and he's like, it's like a yacht. Something I think it might be Jägermeister, but a small.
No, it was definitely not Jägermeister because like Jägermeister is kind of tasty.
But they sell these and it's just all medicinal. It's so medicinal.
If it tasted like cough syrup, it would be good. Like that's how bad the show was.
I know what you're talking about because one of my coworkers brought it out because they sell those at Highland Park Brewery.
I'm sure.
Right down the street from Major Domo. And it's disgusting. I couldn't finish it. I was like, this is so healthy. Somebody else have it. It's like in Chinese culture, when you have diarrhea, there's these little brown pebbles called
poo.
Basically, but it's anti-diuretic.
Okay.
It's called now I can't remember the name because it's just
like
it just stinks.
Chinese culture.
You open it and it's just disgusting. Little medicinal balls. It's just disgusting.
It's like Chinese Imodium.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
But worse. It's like made all natural.
So that was the worst part of my San Diego trip.
Nice. And then how was the yacht? I always hear about yachts.
It wasn't like
what do people do on these parties?
It wasn't like by definition, it was a yacht party.
Yada, 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 yada.
But it wasn't like it wasn't like a private yacht. It was like one of those yachts you rent. Like
it was a ferry. You're on a really fun ferry ride.
Well, there was an open bar. There was food. Like it was nice.
Nice.
And then they rented like a little area where there was a taco bar, and it was a rager for sure.
Cute.
The wedding itself was really nice. She's in food too, and she had a Australian chef come in and set up like 10 cast iron like stations in the hotel courtyard, and everything we ate was cooked on open flame.
Delicious.
It was wild.
Like the big grills?
It wasn't even grills. It was like hanging. It was like hanging canopies. And I'll show you pictures later. It was actually insane.
What's the wildest meat that they had?
It wasn't even that. It was like tomahawks, chickens, fish, full cabbages. But when the full pumpkins, like when I show you it though, you're gonna be blown away. Like it was really, really impressive.
It was honestly. Like a whole pilgrimage of food.
Yeah.
What are the sauces?
There was like a dill yogurt sauce for the
like
the
a
fish.
Tzatziki? Like
not a tzatziki because there wasn't any cucumber in it. Okay. There was a chimichurri for the steak. There was like a red, almost like
salsa roja.
Not a salsa. It was like a red pepper tomato kind of thing for the chicken.
Delicious.
Everything was amazing.
Sounds
it was
good.
insane. There was a cucumber salad. There was I couldn't eat it, but there was like a walnut coleslaw. Looked good.
You can eat it. You can eat it. Get a little reaction.
I stayed in the hotel, so my EpiPen wasn't far away.
You never carry your EpiPen.
I carry it sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not when you need it.
So that was my weekend. It was fun. What did you do this week?
This weekend,
It better be fun. It better be
man,
wild.
I got a concussion.
Okay.
Was
Explain.
it this weekend? Well,
Explain.
still have a concussion.
What did you do? You fell off the climbing wall?
No, I wish. I love rock climbing. So Major Domo, we had a journalist come in. He's British. And
where's this going?
Okay, no, it's going. So he had the food. It's great, and they were like, style them out. So when we style people out as a som, you splash them, and then if you can feel,
whoa, back up.
What?
Style them out and splash them.
Sommelier.
In my head,
style someone out means to round out their meal.
Okay.
So if you order some starters, appetizers, and your entrees, they're gonna add like little sides to each course that you're eating.
This is like what I get when I go.
Yeah.
So I get styled out.
He gets way styled out. He gets like kinged out. This guy gets so fed that he has to have a smoke break every course.
Careful, they don't know I smoke.
Okay. Albert has to have a smoke break, and you follow him outside.
In all fairness, I go a lot.
Yeah.
I always order a lot.
No, he's a regular.
People,
He gets the king size style out. It's good.
Yeah.
And then splashing means like a little sparkle. A little sparkle in your glass.
Little something every time.
A little sparkle. But not every time. You get every time because it's Josh. Got to make my boss happy. But they were very into wine, fun to talk to. So I was like, they don't really know about sake. So style them with some sake. So I did like little tasters of some of the different sakes we had. They thought it was a good time. And then he said, hey, I'm going to these different barbecue spots, Korean barbecue spots. Did you want to join? And I was like, yeah, I have some Korean friends. And he was going by himself. Korean barbecue, you need at least 4 people. You need 4 to 10 to 20 people, actually. And it was so much food that they sent out at these places. So I think it was the next day or 2 days later. Can't remember because, concussion. So I invite my 2 friends, Michelle Law and Frank Law, who own Be Bright Coffee. And they knew a really good duck barbecue place, Da Re Ok. I hope I say that right. And they close at 10 p.m. There are some places where last seating is at 10 p.m. And there are some places where they close their door and lock it at 10 p.m. This place is a close it and lock it. So when I made the reservation for 9 o'clock and they sat down, they were like, they're kicking us out. They're kicking us out right now. And I wasn't there yet. So I was like, you guys just order and like try the food.
Wait, so hold on a second.
Yeah.
They accept your reservation at 9 o'clock, but they kick you out?
Yeah, they're heavily trying to kick you out.
But then why would they accept your reservation?
It was through Google. So Google apparently can use AI and call a restaurant.
Honestly, that shit pisses me off.
Yeah. So
although
they could have called and told me to come earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways.
Whatever. I get it.
I know.
Fine.
So good. It's duck barbecue, and then they have pickled radish as the wrap for the som instead of using perilla leaf. So good. So good. Everything was so good. But the second I sat down, we left in 10 minutes. So then we went to K-Team Barbecue because the owner of Parks Barbecue also owns that. And the journalist was like, hey, he recommended. So it's possibly 50-50 comps.
Also, Parks is widely known as the best Korean barbecue in the city.
Still haven't had it.
Mm-hmm.
So
we should go there.
Yeah. Have you had it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I should try it. But went to the K-Team. They come out and do everything for you. They cook it for you. So we just ordered 2 things, and then they sent out 8 more, and then they comped the whole meal.
Also, no curfew.
No, the curfew was, I think, what time did we leave?
It's not 10 o'clock, lock and close the door.
Yeah, no. It was very casual. Yeah. They were so nice. I'm sure the other place was nice too if you came earlier, just saying. Because the second we left, they locked the door. They didn't even wash the dishes. They just locked the door and left with us. And I was like, wow, that's cool. Okay. So
it's very sanitary.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm not there. I don't go often. So
wait.
Kate,
you didn't even say how you got a concussion.
I'm getting there. Okay. So we go to K-Team. We're eating great meal, exceptional.
So far, it sounds like a very interesting
A wonderful night
for food.
Yes. So my friends leave because they have a kid. And then he's like, oh, any cool bars to go to? That's actually Australian.
Australian. Yeah.
That's actually, I can't do British right now. I forgot what British sounds like.
It's the concussion.
I
Which we
really
still haven't
can't
gotten
even
to, by the
remember.
way.
Okay, so go to Let's Go Disco bar. Have a digestif.
Okay,
Chinar.
let me pause you for a second.
Yeah.
So you're done work.
Done work.
You go out to one place. Wait, you're done work at 8 o'clock?
I'm not done. Well, just off. I left early because the night was dead. So we go to Let's Go Disco. I have a digestif. Chinar.
Yeah, digestif.
Digestif, French, whatever. And then he's
such a douchebag of me.
Yeah, always. And then I was like, it's kind of boring here. Not boring, but it was like a wedding party had showed up and they're just dancing and they're all in these like capes and stuff. It was a weird energy. So then I was like, okay, let's go to General Lee's. So General Lee's is a vibe. They do like 90s R&B. It's great. It's a double-decker bar. So that was fine.
Where is that?
At Chinatown.
Okay. Love that.
Yeah. Right in the plaza with all the lanterns.
Oh, okay. Love that.
And I had a Buddha beer.
Wait, that's where, sorry to keep interrupting you.
No,
that's
you're
where, that's where Howlin' Rays is?
That is in Chinatown, different plaza.
Okay.
I can't remember when this wild woman grabbed me by the back of my hair and threw me to the floor. Wild woman was telling me not to use the restroom. I went to General Lee's, looked at the footage, so it wasn't there. So I'm
she was a wild woman or a woman in the wild?
She was just a woman wilding out, to be honest.
Okay. So now we're getting to the concussion part.
I think she was on different types of just drugs, just layering them.
Cheese and Rice Krispies.
Yeah. Because at this point, only had digestif, beer, Little Macaulay at K-Team barbecue. That's it. So I thought the next day that I was very hungover, and then I was like, "There's no way that this is a hangover." So she had pushed me to the ground. I have like a little scab right here because it was bleeding, and then her nail dug here, and there's like a bruise right here, and then on my scalp, just like bumps and bruising, and it just hurt just to touch my hair.
Did she kick you in the face?
I don't know. I don't remember. Anyways, I just remember her grabbing like this full head right here and then just throwing me at the ground and going, "Don't use that bathroom." And I was like, "There's 2 bathrooms outside." Anyways, she just pushes me to the ground. I get up. I don't remember what happened after that. I know I go home and I just sleep.
That could have been dangerous.
Which, yeah.
If you were actually concussed?
Well,
wait, did you like get diagnosed?
I went to the ER the next day because I kept puking. Ooh. So I was taking Tylenol because my head hurt. And it would just keep coming up. And then I was like, it's so weird. And then I had to have like an ice pack on. So I went into work with an ice pack on my head. Still, obviously, it's a concussion if you're going to work thinking that an ice pack on your head is normal. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, you should definitely go to an urgent care right now. So they sent me and then, yeah. So got a CT scan. My head's fine. My neck's fine. Just a little whiplash. I really don't remember if she punched the back of my head or something because then like my lower back started hurting.
Do you remember falling?
Yeah, I don't know. It's, trauma responses.
Sounds like
you
fell.
have like blackout. Yeah.
Maybe
my knees
fell,
hurt. Maybe I did fall.
Smashed your head. Maybe
on
you
the
fell
ground.
into like a chair or something.
No
Sounds
chairs.
like maybe not a chair, maybe a stool.
Maybe the floor.
Or that.
I think it was just
or
floor.
all of the above.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like way worse than stepping in shit.
Yeah, it's all right. We're not competing.
No, we're not.
It's not a competition.
It's not a competition.
Yeah.
It's not a
We're
competition.
just living life. How was Greece?
Oh,
How
Greece.
was a Virgin cruise? What is that like?
Have you ever been on a cruise?
I've been on a cruise, but that was as a child. But you're not allowed to have children on this cruise.
So this was a Virgin Voyage cruise.
Are people nude? Like, what's going on here? Is there like a nude
nudity.
deck?
It was no nudity. It was an all adult cruise. 3,000 people, so it was sort of big.
Mm-hmm. That's what she said.
Did she?
Sort of.
And we docked in Athens, or we boarded in Athens. Okay. We spent a couple days in Athens to start, which was a lot of fun. People told me Athens is dirty. And you know what? San Diego, Dirtier.
Dirtier. America's always going to be dirtier.
I'm just saying, Athens, everyone was like, yo, Athens is so dirty. It's like, yo, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed Athens a lot.
Yeah.
We walked around. I had gyros every single day. I loved it.
What does that mean? I had euros. Are you just saying you had money every single day?
Euros, like the food.
Oh my God. Is that what they're called? I thought they were called heroes.
No.
Gyros?
No. Euros.
Now I'm the idiot. That's good.
It's okay. You're just American.
That's right.
I had pork. I had chicken. I had lamb. I had beef.
Delicious.
We were only there for 3 days. I had 4 euros.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I actually went to a Michelin star restaurant in Greece.
How is it?
It was pretty good. It was half Greek, half Argentinian Michelin star restaurant.
That slaps.
It was pretty good.
Meat?
I ate pigeon.
Pigeon.
Yeah. Not like the ones you catch on, not like wild pigeons, like actually like raised pigeons. Yeah. It was pigeon with
flavor profile on that. Is it gamey?
Is it
chickeny?
It was more duck like than anything. I didn't like it because I don't like savory cherries, and they had a cherry sauce on it.
Oh,
I don't like savory cherries.
Do you like cranberry sauce?
I don't like savory fruit.
Okay,
it's not a thing for me. You know, like apples and pork. No, I don't like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Oranges and duck. I don't like it.
Apple smoked bacon.
There's no apple in it though. It's apple wood.
Got you.
You know.
Okay, got me.
So from Athens, we boarded. It was cool. Like it was my first time on a cruise. So like, you know, you're enamored at first.
Seasick?
No, didn't feel it for a second. A little bit of vertigo at first.
Oh, okay.
Just like because you know, when you stand next to an elevator and you feel a little bit of like head wooziness. You ever get that?
Next to an elevator.
Yeah, you never get that?
Standing next to an elevator.
You never felt that before.
And the elevator goes up and I'm just standing outside the doors?
Yeah.
Never.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah. Anyways.
Wow.
It was like a second of that. The cool thing about the cruise was, and this is not unique to this cruise, every cruise has like a plethora of food options. There's like a cafeteria that has like 10 different things.
Buffet.
And usually there's like 10 restaurants or whatever. So I went with a bunch of food creators.
Mm-hmm. Funny guys.
What?
Funny. They're funny.
They're good guys. You know most of them.
Alessandro's great.
Yeah, you know most of those guys. We booked the first night of the cruise. We booked this restaurant. I forgot the name right now, but it was a Mexican restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And we go, and it was awesome. Uh-huh. So we're all thinking, if the first restaurant we book is awesome, this is going to be great. Totally downhill from there. Literally downhill from there. The cafeteria was ass.
Yeah.
The food was fucking terrible. Every time, like we went to Korean barbecue.
They had one on there?
They had one on there. And like the meat at the Korean barbecue was like lunch meat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay. That's disgusting. It was bologna.
Yeah. It was bad. It was bad. Breakfast was decent, but it's breakfast. How can you fuck that up? You know?
I don't know. You kept posting photos because you're all about never skip egg day. And I was like, that egg is ugly. Every time you posted, I was like, I don't know about that egg. I was judging your eggs. I was like, that egg's a little too hard.
I mean, look, was it the best egg I've ever had? Definitely not. Did I skip egg day?
No.
No.
Never skip it.
Okay. Thank you. But every time we left the boat, like we got good food.
Delicious.
You know what I'm saying? So we went to Croatia and we went olive oil tasting. And like on the farm where the olive oil tasting was, they gave us like a really nice spread of cured meats and cheeses and
we love the coolest charcuterie.
And there was like a really amazing garden and they grow like insane vegetables there, and that was really fun. And then in Croatia they have like black risotto is like one of their like specialties, where it's like squid ink risotto filled with seafood, and that was really cool.
So good.
We went to Dubrovnik and we had like a really nice meal. And then we went to Crete, which is in Greece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We were in Dubrovnik. We went to a Greek restaurant. It was so cheap. Okay. We were 10 of us.
Wow.
We literally ordered the entire menu. We ordered like 12 dishes, drinks, like nonstop. And the entire meal was $300. Like it was wildly cheap.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
It's probably locally grown and everything.
Everything was great.
Oh,
They came out with a pork shank. It was like the size of like my arm. It was humongous. The worst part about the boat was
that you had to leave the boat to eat.
no, I mean, like, look, the food, it wasn't the worst. Like,
Do they have a casino?
there
It's
was
like
a casino. There was a
bar,
casino.
club.
Okay, you want to hear the
Do
worst
they
part?
show the shows?
There were shows. I didn't see any.
All right.
But the worst part about the boat was there was 3,000 people on the boat.
Yeah.
And I'm not even exaggerating. The pool was the size of like half of this room.
That's so sad.
I know. And I didn't go in it because it was disgusting.
Yeah. It's always like a little cesspool of nasty.
Of bacteria.
Ugh.
Yeah. So that was that, you know. With the minute I got to Greece, like on the first day, I got strep throat.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't know this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what did you do?
So
you
I Googled. I Googled sick in Greece doctor for a foreigner. And within 1 hour, I went to go see a doctor.
Yeah.
He prescribed me antibiotics.
Wow.
I went to the pharmacy. I got antibiotics and everything else to go with it for $100. Everything was $100. Like, you can't do that in this country.
Way better healthcare.
Yeah,
way
insane.
better. Yeah,
Insane.
I'm still scared for my CT scan bill. I'm like,
Yeah,
someone else is paying for that. I'm not paying for that.
You're fucked.
Oh my God. That sounds so good. Any fun things?
Minus the strep. Crete was wild. Crete in Greece.
Okay.
We found the beach club. I was eating souvlaki and French fries and Greek salad on the beach. The water was like so warm and see-through. Literally spent the entire day there. It was magical.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it was magical. It was really, really fun. Although first time on a cruise, probably my last time too.
Interesting.
I'm just not a cruise guy.
Yeah. It is kind of weird because it's like when you're not driving and somebody else is driving, you're like, I have to sit through this.
We got everyone on the cruise kind of got cabin fever right away.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'd rather go to like an all-inclusive.
I mean, were the cabins small? I feel like everyone.
Well, we got hooked up, so we had like larger rooms than other people.
Yeah.
So in that case, it was
still cabin
the cool
fever.
thing about going on a cruise is that you get to go to visit different countries quite often.
True.
You know,
like within a short span of time. True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But otherwise, meh.
Yeah. All right.
You know,
no to cruises, but if you want to send me on a cruise, I'll take it.
I mean, it was free, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
If I got another free one,
probably
I might go on it.
Like, would you ever do the Antarctic one?
I'm not into the cold.
Interesting.
Like cold for me, like I'd rather just wear like a jacket, not like a parka with like a hat.
Aren't you from Canada? Don't you have to wear a parka?
I did 30 years. Enough. It's enough. I don't need to do more.
So weird.
I don't need any more.
Gosh. Be proud of yourself. Oh, Canada.
You even sound Canadian when you sing that.
I love that song.
Do you know about this whole like craft mixed thing on TikTok that's happening? Like this.
It's a powdered beverage.
It's
cocktail.
So, yeah, it doesn't even matter what.
But it doesn't even come with alcohol.
No, it's like
it's a seasoning for your drink.
It's like a Kool-Aid or like a liquid IV
it's a
situation. Yeah. You could mix it with alcohol, but whatever.
Yeah.
The whole situation is like it was sent to some influencer.
Yeah.
And the influencer fucking lost her shit.
Yeah.
And made a whole video about it, criticizing the company because she is health conscious and thought that it was to be mixed with alcohol and blasted the company for doing it. Anyways, there's this whole thing going back and forth about her calling out the company and then the company firing back at her being like, you're fucking out of your mind. Like we got the okay from your team. Why are you calling us out? And then they're going like, it's this whole thing. And it's kind of crazy to me to see this beef happening because in my opinion, the creator who started the beef is totally in the wrong.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. All right. What if I'm on the side of the creator?
Okay. Why? Why?
Because if you have managers and stuff and they're sending you things, no?
The manager's not sending her things. The manager...
But they said the team.
The manager gave the company her address. The company then sent her the things. So the beef shouldn't be with the company. It should be with the manager.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But I also...
But her beef is with the company.
Oh, like directed at the like, why do you think you should send?
Yeah. Like,
I
don't you
see.
know that I'm health conscious? Why are
Yeah,
you
don't
sending
you
me
know?
this?
And your first
But
ingredient is fructose.
it's
And
not even that. Her whole claim is that it's a alcoholic beverage,
yeah,
and she's like sober, allegedly, or
yeah.
something like
Where
that.
I think with most health people, they say alcohol is unnecessary sugars. So that's in there. Like you don't have to be sober, but if you're like in that health world, they're like, cut out alcohol because it's unnecessary sugars for your body and it just takes a while to digest and adds layers of fat.
No, but I think that there's like some sort of, I think there's like
A
another
sobriety note
part.
to
Yeah,
it?
I think there's
Okay.
a part of that's that.
All right.
But the funny thing is that this influencer is doubling down on the company, being like,
Don't
there's
send this.
no, like, I'm sober, and there's nothing in your material that says it's a mocktail. So why the fuck are you sending me this? And then the person who's like basically acting as the face of this company is firing back, being like, no, look at the first word on the packaging. It says for cocktails and mocktails.
Yeah.
So like the internet is kind of split here, being like, and like the beef is just, it's hilarious to me. But that aside, you've been sent free product. Actually, you were talking about it like the other day.
Yeah.
What were you sent again?
It was I got sent some swag from A24.
Yeah.
And then, and like a printer, like a little sticker printer.
Let's just say you were sent something.
Yeah.
And it was like a consumable.
Yes.
And you hated it.
Yeah.
Why would you make a video?
You wouldn't post it.
But like there's only one reason you would make
it's an ego trip.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I'm in the right. And then you're like, well, you should never send this. And
well, you're doing it because you want attention.
For sure.
Like that's what we've come to as a
Yeah,
society.
that's true.
You're doing something because you want attention.
Yeah.
Like I remember.
What did you do for attention?
I just make food videos.
Oh, okay.
But I remember like
wild food videos.
I know of someone who became famous for calling out someone else. Okay. I'm not going to name names.
Oh, I think I know who this is.
We're not going to name
Was this the person that was my neighbor?
Maybe.
She owns a restaurant now?
Stop it.
Yep.
And
easy.
And I watch this person, and every time they open their mouth, it makes me like cringe.
You got the ick.
I get so much ick.
Because they're a complainer.
No, because they did it once. It made them famous and get attention, and now they're still trying to chase that dragon.
Oh, weird.
And it's just like, yo, why do you have to make your identity this?
Yeah.
Like you probably could do better.
Yeah.
So now this person in this craft mix situation is like trying to make this their identity. And then eventually, when it really bites them in the ass, they're going to try and like backtrack.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
And then it's going to be on this whole like,
well, actually, they sent it to me, and
you know? I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah. I think a lot of people who it's complaining about receiving free stuff in the first place. Just, can I say it? Fuck off. Like, if you don't like it, don't talk about it.
It's like, it's very entitled.
Yeah.
You're getting free stuff.
You're getting free stuff and you're going to come. That's a huge box of free stuff. She got a pillow.
I didn't even see what she got.
Do you know how many people don't get pillows and stuff?
I got a pillow. I got pillows all day.
Yeah.
You know pillows I got? You know how many free pillows I got?
But what if I want, you know what I mean? There's like, some people can't even afford to get like the whole mixed set that she got. It was
Let alone complain about it.
Different boxes, so cool. And then it's also, maybe it's on the marketing team a little to not research, but I think there's also a part of the internet.
No, you're missing the point.
There's a part of the internet where it's like you just send it out. You know?
You're missing you're missing the biggest point of this whole thing. Okay. She's going after the company for sending her mixed a powder to go with alcohol.
Yeah.
Which it isn't.
It could go with anything.
Correct.
Yes.
Then she's going at the company for being tone deaf for sending it to her, a sober person.
Yeah.
When in fact,
it says mocktail on it.
No, they reached out to her management.
Yeah. And management.
Who then gave them her address. Okay. And then her response allegedly was, oops, they gave you my other address for my other brand.
Weird.
I know. You gotta
It's
look a little
weird.
inward there.
Yeah.
That's a you problem, not a brand problem. That's not the brand's problem. That's a you problem.
It's supposed to be healthy. I get it. It's a bunch of weird. It's supposed to be healthy.
That's why they reached out to her, right?
Yeah. And then voila, your ingredients suck. Yeah.
No. It's meant to be a healthy mix.
Yes.
It is allegedly a healthy mix.
Okay.
I think this person who got it didn't even do her due diligence to understand that it is in fact that. That's why the rep for the brand is doubling down on it.
Yeah.
That was so Canadian. Down.
Yeah.
Down. Is doubling down on it and firing back. And
going,
most of the people are on her side, I think,
Yeah.
the brand rep. And that's the point.
Okay.
And it's just like this fucking perpetual journey of like everyone having this like crusade of like, I hate it. I hate it so much. Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
There are people that are entitled like that come into the restaurant. There's one guy who does videos. I'm going to say most of it's like misinformation because he never gets the prices right. He has no idea what's going on. I wasn't at the restaurant this day when he came in.
What kind of content does he make?
He does food reviews.
Okay.
He's got a hat
Okay.
on. He sells the hats. It's very big and brown.
Okay.
But, everyone wears brown hats.
Yes,
anyways.
Yes.
So this guy comes in, but before that, I heard he was trying to bring in like a huge party and have it all free. You don't negotiate with a restaurant how many people you can bring. You don't go, I'm bringing 14 people and everyone's eating free. That's not it. It's just for you to create the content and you bring your camera guy.
Yeah.
So that's what he had to do.
Does that happen a lot?
It happens a lot. Happens a lot at different restaurants. Just because it's, in a way, it's free. It's not free, sorry. It's like ad work. And there's just more reach that way instead of just putting an ad on TV because, yeah. And so then he comes in. I wasn't there that day, but his server said that he was just receiving items, completely ungrateful, going to the chef's counter, yelling at the manager who was working the pass. So expediting, if you watch the bear, standing there going like, fire this, fire that. And you need super focus to do that. So imagine him moving guests at chef's counter and then yelling at the manager like, hey, when is this coming out? How much is this? What's that? And just like pointing, and everyone is like staring at him like he's crazy. And then he goes, sits down. The manager's like, can you just please sit down? Like, stay seated. And then he's like, I just want to do the kitchen tour now. And it's like, you can ask for a kitchen tour, but you don't demand a kitchen tour.
It's not like at your discretion.
No, yeah. It's so weird. It's so weird. This guy's so weird. So at the end of the meal, doesn't say thank you or anything, doesn't really give anything back to the restaurant. And then a couple days later, he was like, hey, so like, has this item been selling a lot because of me? And it's so entitled.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah. There's also this other guy that they brought in, the media team. And it's him and his wife. He looks like a guy that coaches baseball for kids. Little leagues. His reviews
sounds mad sketchy.
Yeah, his reviews are bad sketchy too because he's just in the car eating a homemade burritos. So I don't know why they reached out to him. It's bizarre. So during the whole meal, mind you, it's 5:00 summertime. The light is out. The sun is out. This man has his phone out and then those LED lights and just like maneuvering over it and like making videos and doing all these weird angles. And I was like, all right, that'll be a really cool shot, maybe. Who knows? Then he posts his video, has none of these video clips in it, has no video clips he ever took in the restaurant. I'm assuming these just went to his story. And then he posts a video saying, so I was at this restaurant yesterday and I had this and this, and now I made it in this burrito for lunch. And then he eats the burrito on camera. It doesn't even show what's in the burrito. It doesn't say.
So he like ordered food, took it home.
He ordered food for
day?
6 people. Sorry, I didn't tell you. There's so many large format items that he ordered enough food for 6 people. Some items hit the table, 1 bite or just a photo, and then sends it with somebody and says, can you pack that? And it's so entitled. It's also like, we need to watch these people. Like, you need to order only for 2, not for like a family with 20 children. Like, what are you doing? And yes.
So the intent was to
just
the whole
show
time
off.
was to take it home to make a burrito.
To make a burrito.
Oh my God.
And then show it.
That's messed up.
And I've never seen the other video with all. And then our media team had to reach out to him and say, like, hey, you were supposed to make this kind of. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to make it. No idea where that is. No idea where that is because he's crazy. People are weird.
People are weird.
But yeah, make a lot of money just sitting in your car and eating a burrito. That's good.
Yeah, car content.
Yeah.
It's hot these days.
It is. It's hot in the car. It's hot in the car. I like Book of Eli when he eats his little
because
burritos
he's getting
in
bean
there.
and cheese, you know?
So cute.
And he kills it. He knows what he's doing. That was fun.
Yeah.
We covered some good stuff. I'm excited to keep this going for sure. Also, just so you guys know, these episodes with Hannah and I are meant to talk shit, talk smack. So if there's anything that is on your mind that you want, anything that's burning in your chest that you want to hear our perspective on, leave a comment.
These episodes together are for us to talk to each other, get different perspectives. Obviously, we have 2 different perspectives. I'm usually on the enemy's side. It's totally cool.
She's a villain.
I'm a villain. So leave comments, questions, anything that you were curious and wanted another opinion on.
Where can they follow you at?
You could follow me on Instagram, Hananaberry, HANANABERRY.
That's a good one. Remember to follow the podcast at Full Discourse Pod.
Yes.
And at the Josh Elkin on all things social media.
The Josh Elkin.
Catch you guys on the next one.
See you. Love you. Bye.
Full Discourse is a podcast hosted by me, Josh Elkin, produced by Diane Kang, Melissa D. Montz, and Diamond M Print Productions. Camera operator Jeff Liu. Post-production sound by Coco Lawrence. Production assistance by Melanie D. Watson. And music by me.